Hey, this is Chef Robert Patton with Aramark at Monarch Dining here at ODU. This episode's recipe is chickpea and cucumber pita with roasted vegetables. So we'll go through some of the equipment needed first, and then we'll talk about our ingredients. So first thing we'll need is a cutting board and a knife you're comfortable with. We'll need some measuring cups, measuring spoons. We'll need a spoon for mixing. Need a saute pan to toast our chickpeas. Need a couple mixing bowls, and you'll need a sauce pot lid to cook our rice. So let's go through some of our ingredients now. So we'll need 1 cup of brown rice, and I have that here. I pre-cooked this so you can cook the brown rice according to the manufacturer's instructions, and then cool it down so it's nice and easy to handle. 1 cup of chickpeas. These are canned chickpeas. We've drained these. Ground cumin, just a dry spice. We'll need 1 teaspoon of that. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder or granulated garlic. Try to avoid the garlic salt. We have 1 large cucumber, and we've used an English cucumber. You can quarter this and then slice it, quarter it lengthwise, and you can de-seed if you like. 2.5 ounces of olives. These have been pitted and sliced, but we're using Kalamata olives here. You can use canned black olives or green olives, whatever your preference. Then we'll need some tomatoes, and you can use about 1 medium tomato. We can seed and dice this. You could also use Roma or plum tomatoes, and we have some nice little grape tomatoes here that we'll use as well. 1 small red pepper. We're going to seed and dice this. We'll need a 1/4 cup of minced red onion, about a 1/2 cup of cubed cheddar cheese, zucchini and squash here that I've grilled, and we'll cut that up into bite-sized pieces. And then for our dressing, we'll need a 1/2 cup of ranch dressing, just any brand you prefer. We'll need a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, about a tablespoon of Italian dressing, so whichever brand you prefer. We have a golden Italian here, a little more garlic powder, some just regular black pepper. Also need some pita. So we have pita. These are just right out of the package. You can warm these a little bit as we get close to filling them. But we have a nice whole wheat pita here and a regular pita. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is toast our chickpeas. We're going to put those into a saute pan. We're going to go on medium heat here. 1 teaspoon of our cumin, and no oil or any butter or anything like that, no fat in it, just the chickpeas. We're going to toast them and get them nice and crispy. 1 teaspoon of our granulated garlic. So we're going to get those toasting. So we have a nice large mixing bowl here. We're going to add our cucumber. And it's 1 large cucumber. We've quartered that lengthwise and sliced it. You can seed it if you prefer. 2.5 ounces of olives. Again, these have been pitted. Take the pit out and slice them. You can use a jarred olive or canned olive. We're going to use some of these nice grape tomatoes. You can use any tomato you prefer. Be sure to toss around or stir around your chickpeas as they're toasting. We're going to start to smell very fragrant. And we're just going to have these grape tomatoes. And so we have about a 1/2 cup of our cut tomatoes in our bowl. And next we'll use our red bell pepper. We just want to seed this. Take the seeds out from the inside. Give it a little tap. We're just going to dice this up to nice bite-sized pieces. You could also roast this or grill this if you like. That's going to go right in our bowl. Next up we have our red onion, and we only need about a 1/4 cup of red onion. So we're going to slice off our onion at each end. We're going to cut in half right down the root end, and we'll just peel off one or two of the outer layers. Clean it up. And then we'll mince about a quarter cup of this. So making some vertical slices down our onion. Then slice it horizontally. Nice even slices. And just do some nice small cuts. And our onion will go right in the bowl. Checking on our chickpeas. We want to cook them until they start to get a little crisp. And you can smell all that seasoning coming out of them. Stuff is about a half cup of cubed cheddar cheese. That's going to go right into a bowl. And you can use any kind of cheese you like. Next up, we're going to throw in some roasted vegetables. And I just have some grilled zucchini and squash here. You can certainly use whatever vegetable you like. You can do mushrooms, you can do eggplant, anything like that. And we're just going to cut up a few of these pieces. Again, probably about a half cup total. Just into small, bite-sized pieces. So our chickpeas, they've got a little crispness to them. They're very, very fragrant. All those spices have been toasted. We're going to toss that right into the bowl. We can get some of those spices out of the pan. And then we're going to work on our dressing. Okay? So we need about a half cup ranch dressing. It's going to go right in the bowl. And this is any ranch dressing out of the jar, whichever brand you prefer. We have about a quarter cup mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of Italian dressing. This is golden Italian. A quarter teaspoon of our garlic powder, a quarter teaspoon of our black pepper. And we're going to mix that up really well. Make sure all of our ingredients are combined. And we're going to add this to our vegetable mix, just a little bit at a time, just to be sure we don't overcoat. But you see we have a nice mix, nice and colorful, all of our vegetables, and chickpeas and cheese. So we're going to start with about half of our dressing mix. We'll mix that around nice, combined, make sure everything gets coated. This is a real nice summertime dish. Nice and healthy. Easy to make. And affordable as well. So you can see we got a nice little coating on all of our vegetables. We'll probably stop there. We haven't used all of our dressing. We're going to add our 1 cup of cooked brown rice. Now this is cooked brown rice. Just cook it to the manufacturer's instructions. And just then chill it down. So we have 1 cup of cooked brown rice. Okay, now let's turn our attention to the pitas. So I've got 2 different pitas here. I have a nice whole wheat pita and then a regular pita. And what we want to do, we've warmed these a little bit. You can do that in the microwave or in an oven very, very quickly just to make sure they're soft a little bit. And we're going to cut off about 1/3 of the top just to make a little pocket for our pita. So we're going to take our pocket pita and our mix with a spoon. We want to start filling up our pita. And probably about a cup of the mix will fill the pita plenty. With this pita, it doesn't have a pocket, so you can just fill these just like a sandwich, just fold it over. So here we have a toasted chickpea cucumber pita with roasted vegetables. Enjoy.